Episode 799. After recovering from the stun, Wolfhead Garlic was starting to get that idea. Invincible Handsome was still wailing on the probe claw wolf, as if he'd completely forgotten how long that blunt force stun of his actually lasted. Shi Ji Yang, meanwhile, just stood there dumbly, but at this point, trying to steal the kill would be far too slow against Wu Di Zui Junlang. The first to fall would be Clawing Wolf, turning the fight into a 2-on-1. Helpless, Wolfhead Garlic had no choice but to immediately turn and attack Invincible Most Handsome, trying to rescue Clawing Wolf from its dire predicament. He quickly activated Knight's Spirit, ready to launch a fierce assault of his own. In no time at all, his first strike landed square on Invincible Most Handsome, and the blow even stunned him for a moment.
Too easy, I said.
Against a master like that, Wolfhead Garlic's strike was just the opening act. He was still thinking about what defensive moves the other party would make, how he would cancel the skill, how to control, how to chain attacks, and how to save Claw Wolf. In the end, Invincible Most Handsome still took the hit as if he knew nothing, a blow that was meant to be a setup, one they never expected to actually deal any damage.
Does this guy have absolutely zero sense of defense?
Wolfhead Garlic thought to himself, then suddenly felt he'd stumbled onto a pleasant discovery. And this is typically the drawback found in players accustomed to PvE. PvE players have all the freedom and initiative, can't solo a boss, just grab a party and take it down together. But in PvP, a duel is a duel. You can only claw out your advantage from every single exchange, relying on no one but yourself. Lang Tu Swan, now feeling he had the rhythm down, struck again immediately. Sure enough, Wu Di Zui Junlang ignored it once more, and the blow landed cleanly.
So that's how it is.
Wolfhead Garlic was overjoyed, tossing skill after skill onto the target. The scene grew so bizarre that everyone was left utterly baffled. But just then, Wu Di Zui Shuailang suddenly called out,
"Hey, you over there! How long are you going to stand there dumbfounded? Do you know how to heal or not?"
Ho?
Shi Ji Yang was already stunned into thinking he was just a spectator in the audience. He'd forgotten that he too was a fighter on that stage. Then a holy white light descended, bathing Wu Di Zui Junlang in its glow as the health lost to Lang Tu Swan's strikes rapidly restored. Then the Wolfhead Garlic shifted again. Classic PvE tactics, the simplest and crudest kind. Stand your ground and trade blows. The knight just tanks the damage, and the cleric handles all the healing. But now, this very tactic had made a sudden appearance in their 2 versus 2 PK. Shi Ji Yang's healing completely cancelled out Lang Tu Swan's attack. What's going on here? Wolfhead Garlic, a veteran of countless PK battles, actually found himself stunned for a moment. He quickly began to assess the situation. Tan Zhao Wolf was under constant assault from Invincible East, and his own goal was to rescue him first, but Invincible East completely ignored his attacks, while the damage he dealt was being healed back by Shi Ji Yang. So the end result of this situation would be that Clawing Wolf falls first, and then those two turn around to fight him 2-on-1.
Damn.
So this was their cooperation, crude, simple, and utterly devoid of technique. The problem was, why couldn't he come up with a solution himself? He had to interrupt Wu Di Zui Junlang's attack. Dealing damage was secondary. The priority was breaking his combo and freeing Tazhua Lang. Wolfhead Garlic assessed the situation and immediately slammed a shield bash into Invincible Most Handsome, hoping to stun him as well. The Invincible Handsome, who had completely ignored all previous attacks, suddenly changed his tune the moment this skill came out. He twisted his body slightly, raised his left arm, and bang, the two shields collided. Wolfhead Garlic's shield bash slammed into Invincible Most Handsome's shield. It still dealt some damage, but the stun effect was nullified by the block. While Invincible Most Handsome blocked Wolfhead Garlic's attack on one side, he still kept an eye on the Pouncing Claw Wolf on the other.
Damn.
Wolfhead Garlic cursed. then threw out another interrupt skill, repeating the cycle over and over. These sounds, however, struck each listener's ears quite differently. The players of the Joyful Sheep Guild found the sound soothing and refreshing, but for the Wolf Guild players, it shattered their hearts. Wolfhead Garlic's repeated attacks only dealt damage. Invincible Zhu Huilong paid them no mind. The moment any strike threatened to interrupt him, he'd seal it off with a swing of his shield. So after all that, everything Wolfhead Garlic did was completely pointless. With Joyful Sheep healing him on the side, those attacks barely registered. As for his partner, Clawing Wolf, his health bar was already hanging by a thread. Could this be the true strength of a top-tier MT? That was the thought forming in every viewer's mind right now. This was a PK, no doubt about it, but the way Woody Zui Junlang was controlling the fight felt way too PvE. A high-level tank's mastery of the shield was on full display here. Every meaningful attack from Wolfhead Garlic was parried by Invincible Handsome Shield. Everyone figured that kind of skill had to be forged through countless sessions of tanking. A PvP match that should have been full of endless variables had been reduced to nothing more than a stationary PvE grind. Yet the two of them, Wolfhead Garlic and Prowling Wolf, were utterly helpless against it. One of them had tried everything, but not a single method had worked. The other one had 100 thoughts racing through his mind, but from the start of the match until now, he hadn't done a single thing. From the moment the Claw Wolf entered the arena, it had only done one thing: get cut down.
It can't end like this, can it?
Wolfhead Garlic watched Probe Claw Wolf's health bar drop lower and lower, finding it hard to believe. He had never imagined a PK would end like this. This invincible handsome guy, could he really have honed such skill just from tanking in PvE? That's not necessarily the case. PvE can train you to execute the moves, but it can never train you to develop that kind of instinct. To block with a shield, you first have to figure out the opponent's attack pattern. But Woody Zujunlang had never once misjudged in this regard, which was more than enough to prove his PK experience was exceptionally rich. But the guy only had a couple thousand arena matches, and a good chunk of those were played by someone else. What kind of experience could that possibly build?
Could it be that this person's experience was built up in the wild?